actually did some things today, but I didn't accomplish anything today that will show as progress towards my goals. Hi guys. I've decided that I'm going to share with you guys things I always receive from the Holy Spirit every day or like weekly. I usually just shut it out and shut it off. I don't really take it as seriously as I should. I usually just think about it and just think, these are part of my thoughts. But like when I document them and I read them back to myself, like whenever I read my journals or stuff, I'm like, these things are from the spirit. These are not things you should joke with. These are really helpful things. So I'm going to be sharing one today. As I was driving, I wanted to, so typically, right? I'm just like you. I'm just like the regular human being. When I've done like a few things, I feel like, yeah, I've done something like, like I've done what I'm supposed to do today. And when I feel that way, like I typically get like, when you're in that like convinces, like should I continue working or should I just go home, clock out. It's already like getting to 5 p.m. Let me just go watch a movie because I've actually done things today. And so while I was driving, I was in the middle of deciding whether I wanted to go back to the office or I wanted to go home and rest. And I believe in my head, I just heard you have done the processes of the day, but you haven't made any progress today. They and I remember just thinking, like I'm still driving like to my house and I'm thinking, should I clock in? Should I clock out? Should I go home? Should I keep working? Like, I'm trying to find the internal motivation, which I didn't seem to have. But then I realized like I have done some things off my to-do list. I have smashed some goals, but I don't have any accomplishments of the day. I also felt like, wait, hold on, like I actually haven't done anything today. And, you know, the word accomplishments came to my head, and I'm like, I haven't actually had any accomplishments. I might have done some things off my to-do list, but how many of those things are accomplishments? And then I decided at that moment that every single day I'm going to have an accomplishment or a couple accomplishments, and I'm going to have a couple processes of the day. And so what are the things I refer to as processes? Are the things that make up your day, the things that you actually typically will do that day, or you're supposed to do that day, or you have to do that day. So for example, today I had class. I'm in beauty school currently. And so today I had quite a long day. I woke up very early. I went to school at 10. I finished school about 3 p.m. and I had a test, like, so I was revising all through the day, and I just felt like, wow, I've actually done, quite a lot today. So I was trying to go home and rest. Like I was like, yeah, I wouldn't mind rest. And typically, the typical me would be like, yeah, you're absolutely justified. Go home, stretch your legs, and rest. You've actually done some things today. But those were the processes of my day. Those were the things that I had to do that day because I have to do them. Like school, work, like those things are itinerary or things that you get through in the day, things that you have to do in the day. Yeah, they are on your to-do list. Go to school, brush your teeth, but these are typical things that are autopilots. You should be doing them anyway. And then I realized, yeah, like you smashed your test, you revised, you went to school. I actually also went and I got a tripod that I've been meaning to get. I went and I got an SD card. Like I actually did some things today, but I didn't accomplish anything today that will show as progress towards my goals. So I have a few goals and I'll share some with you. So one of them is to get started with my YouTube channel or restart my YouTube channel because I've had a YouTube channel for a few years now, but I've been very inactive in it. And so one of them was like, get started on your YouTube channel. Now you have spare time, you're in school and you're working as well. So you can use the time left to do YouTube and be more active on social media. So I was thinking, well, I haven't even posted on TikTok. I haven't done any of those things that I want to do. And I want to go home. And normally, typically, I would psych myself and be like, you know what? Let me go home and do those things. Or let me go home and at least post something on TikTok. Then I would have accomplished something. But then I also realized that a lot of times I psych myself to go home and I end up not doing anything at home. The best thing was to go back to the office to accomplish something, to make progress. When I got to the office, I set out my goals and I divided them into progress and process. My process is my things I need to do today. For example, shopping, if I need to buy something, or school, laundry, an essay, homework, deadline work, and so on and so forth. Whereas progress will be things that are actually going to progress me towards my goals. So if I have to reach out to 10 clientele, maybe I'm in sales and I want to reach out to 10 clients. If I'm a content creator and I want to be a content creator, filming like I'm doing now, posting content, planning is not progress. Planning is not progress. There's a very wise saying, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. However, nothing ever happens with just a plan. Progress. Planning, trust me, I'm a serial planner. All I do is plan. That is not progress. So we're going to put planning. If you have any planning to do, I'm going to put it as a process you need to do. Progress would be writing. If you have like a book, so we'll be writing 20 pages of that book. And so I would call progress accomplishments. That is like, when I do this thing, I actually deserve a cookie. I deserve a cookie because I have done something that is going towards my goal. It's the journey. At the end of the day, I've read on so many books to not be fixated on the end product of your goals. Like, oh, I have a goal to become a YouTuber of over 3 million subscribers. And 3 million subscribers, it's like, oh wow. So if I now want to actually be a YouTuber, what am I going to do? I'm going to now be like, oh my God, I only have 2, I only have 5, I only have the journey. It might take however long. And so I would need to just focus on the process of the journey. The process of the journey. And when I make progress in my journey, that's what I would describe as an accomplishment. Another thing is respecting time. We always feel like we have abundance of time, and I feel like to feel like you have abundance of time is to disrespect time, because time waits for no one. Time is very busy. Time has everywhere to go. Like, time literally moves in the speed of light. Time does not like you in her way. Like, she is a busy bee. Respecting time would be to always make sure that you have process in your day and progress in your day. They are two different things. So instead of looking at the days like, oh, just writing your to-do list, and then what our brain, especially us girlies, either have ADHD, ASD, or people that just generally like to take the path of least resistance, what our brain is going to do on that to-do list, when you write the to-do list, is to-do list. All the process of the day. Tick, 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 tick. Progress, things that might make you have to step out of your comfort zone, things that might make you have to do something that would face some mental resistance to, like posting on social media, or like writing 20 pages of that book, or like reaching out to 10 possible clientele, things that might hinder you. We would like try and say, oh, we'll do that last, and we never end up doing it, but you don't feel so bad because you've ticked some things off your to-do list. No, you should always have, I would say, minimum of 2 accomplishments in a day, and however many processes of the day. it's better to skip on your processes than it is to skip on your progress. Thank you guys for coming to my TED Talk. See you.